Hey Mendoza family, welcome back to our channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your post notifications.
So as you can see by the title of today's video, we are going to be talking about how it is to be young parents.
Now, as you guys can see, I'm actually 21.
Yeah, so it's not like teen parents because he's 21, but I'm 19.
As far as my experience as a dad, it's kind of hard for sometimes because I'm the only one that provides for the family. I'm the only one that works. I'm the only one that, you know, has to make sure we make the right amount of money to pay all the bills.
So he stresses over financial issues, right?
So I stress over financial issues sometimes because I sell cars, so my paycheck is never the same. It's not like if they pay me
Like salary.
a salary or per hour. I mean, I do get paid per hour, but it makes no sense. You know, you have to sell cars in order to make money. So sometimes it's kind of hard because I don't sell a car, or I go a few days without selling a car, you know. So it's like I make sure when I sell a car I make the right amount of money, or you know, I make sure I hit my goal to make the amount of money that I need to get the bonus that I need and all of that, so I can have all the money for the bills, extra money for if the baby needs something, to buy it, to not be struggling, not ask for money or anything like that, because I don't like asking for money from my parents, because yeah, it's kind of hard when you ask for help, because you want to make sure you do it by yourself. You help all your daughter, you do it for your daughter, even though they're there to help you. You want to just make sure you do everything yourself, even though you're struggling. You want to make sure. There's times that I don't buy myself anything to make sure they have whatever they need.
The tough thing about when we found out we were pregnant is obviously we started getting rid of the things we don't need. And so he had his, what kind of car?
I had a Nissan Maxima. It was one of the cars that I really liked, and I got it. And then when we found out she was pregnant, I had to trade it in because it was just gonna be too much money in gas. And then I actually bought myself a Honda Accord, which it turns out to be exactly the same thing in gas. I would have been better off if I kept my car, because I would have saved more money with my car than where I'm at right now.
Versus car straight out of the dealership, I guess you could say. So he had to give that up because it wasted a lot of gas, and it wasn't a family car. Like, it wasn't good for me to be in the back with Adelaide. It wasn't a typical good family car. So we gave that away, and it's just one of those things where now you don't think about yourself. Now we think about Adelaide. Now it's like, I mean, like yesterday we went to the store, and I kid you not, everything I bought was for Adelaide. Nothing was for me. And it's just one of those things that we prefer to make sure our baby has everything that she ever needs in the world, and then we come after. And yeah, I mean, it's not like we complain about, oh my gosh, I don't have, like, I'm so upset, I don't have money for clothes. Like, it's not that, because I mean, in the end of the day, I'd rather her to have everything that she needs than for me to have everything I need. Like, if in the end of the day I have to wear the same pieces of clothing, I would, as long as Adelaide has everything she needs.
Like, there's times that I don't even buy myself anything, you know. I want stuff, I need clothes, but I don't really buy it unless I really don't have anything. Like, I need new clothes for work, but I don't really, you know, I don't really spend that type of money right now, because I want to make sure that she has everything she needs, because she's growing, so she's getting bigger. So the bigger she gets, the more stuff we have to buy for her, because all the other things we have don't fit her anymore. So we have to make sure we have bigger clothes than what she needs, because she's not a normal size for her age.
Normal size?
She's not her size.
You that she's a giant.
Her size is not normal.
Normal?
For her age, because since we're tall, she's a little bit taller.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess she's tall, but I mean, I buy the clothes 6 to 9 months, just how she's 6. What are you talking about?
So she's 6 months. Sometimes she fits in 12 months clothes, and it's just, you know, sometimes it's hard to find clothes for her, because we want to make.
She's a big baby, and guys, she grows bigger every single day.
We want to make sure she has the clothes and it lasts for like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, they do last, but it's like she's just a big girl, okay? But you have to talk bad about her like that, okay? You just exposed her.
I'm not.
Oh.
It's just the truth.
Okay.
You know, we have to make sure she has the right amount of clothes, and we have to put all the other clothes away to stack up more and more and more.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely we're smart with our money. You know, Addie's #1 priority now. And so yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, other than that, you know, obviously we don't go out. We're not like, I guess you could say we're not really into parties. We don't drink, smoke, none of that. We just don't have interest for none of that. So it's not like, oh my gosh, being a parent sucks because I can't go to Las Vegas, because we're not really into that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we will go to like a family party, or we will go to a concert. I mean, yeah, but we're not like always, like, we'd rather be home, like be with family, than to go out to a nightclub. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you never know what can happen outside in the streets. It's never you out there. It's always the other person that does something bad, and it ends up affecting you. So it's better, you know, to stay home, to be in a safe place, than to go out there and something ends up happening that you don't expect to happen.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with that, being a parent. Now that he talked about obviously his issues, his financial issues, my issues is I'm trying to finish my school, going to college, but at the same time I'm being a mom at the same time. So I kind of have to balance going to college and being a mom, and I kind of bump heads with those two things, because sometimes I spend a lot of time with Addie and then I find myself procrastinating to do my homework, or sometimes I spend a lot on homework and then so that's the issue with that. It's like I have to balance school and being with Adelaide. Like, sometimes I notice that with school I'll skip a class just because I want to come home to see Adelaide. Like, it's that crazy. Like, I find myself always not paying attention in classes just because I'm scrolling through my phones, literally looking at all the baby photos of Adelaide. Like, I'm obsessed with her.
She'll call me at times. She'll be like, oh, I'm going home. And I'll be like, why are you going home? Don't you supposed to go to class? And then she'll be like, yeah, but this and that. Or the teacher, this and that. And I'm like, no, you have to go to class. I tell her to go to class. Yeah. She's the one that says no. And I tell her, if you're going to do that, you can't be doing that all the time.
It's a good excuse, because first of all, I don't really understand the teacher. Like, I don't understand a word she's saying. She has a microphone, but you cannot hear what she's saying.
Yeah, but either way, you know, it's like she's trying to make a living
out of school. I know, let's not make excuses. Yeah, I shouldn't make excuses.
She's skipping class, which is not good, guys. So
just one class.
If you go to college, don't skip class, because it's not a good idea. Because at the end of the day, you end up failing that class.
Yeah. Definitely. It was just that one time, but second time, third time. Just 3 times.
Like 5 times. Every time I get a call around like 3:50, I know she's skipping her last class.
I'm not being bad. Like, I make sure that I'm...
Like, she'll go to class, and depending on the topic, then she'll leave.
Yeah, like it's because she has a notes on Blackboard. She has a notes. She provides the notes for us, so I just look at them on my own time. But yeah, I shouldn't make it a habit. But anyways, that's the whole thing with school. I worry about school and Adelaide. Yeah, I mean, other than school, I'm not struggling, like, you know, paying for school, because I do get like the financial aid and stuff. So I'm not like struggling for school, but it's kind of like I'm struggling to be like, it's kind of like being a student, and then you realize like, oh my gosh, like I have to go, like it's like I have Adelaide in the back of my mind all the time. So it's kind of hard for me to like just always like pay attention in class, because I'm worrying like, oh my gosh, is Adelaide okay? Is Adelaide fine? Like, that's my thing. That's the only hard thing about being a parent, is managing those two things, definitely. And I don't work, never worked, I don't work, but you know, I'm a full-time student.
Yeah, like the first day she would go to school, she would get sad because she was used to being with Adelaide the whole time. Like me, I've been used to working the whole time, so I used to tell her, you know, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. You know, she's like, how do you do it? And I'm like, because I've worked ever since she was small, so I'm already used to it. You know, I mean, I get excited to come home.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I come home, she's asleep. So, I mean, it's okay because I still see her and I'll still hold her, even though she's asleep.
And the good thing, like, people are gonna say, oh, sleep. I hear when you're praying, you don't sleep at all. Like, Adelaide is such a good baby to go to sleep. Like, yeah, it will take her a while to go to sleep. Like, maybe at 10, 11, she's hard to be put to sleep. But once she's sleeping, she'll stay asleep. So, like, she'll sleep the whole night. And we'll have to wake her up. Like, she'll wake up crying, like, a little bit, just because she wants, like, obviously food. And we'll feed her. And she'll go straight back to sleep. Like, none of that, oh, we have to put her back. Like, none of that. She goes, like, straight to sleep, knocks out. So that's, like, she's a good baby. Like, I'm so like grateful for that, because she kind of helps me out, because I have to wake up like at 5 to get ready and go to school. So she's kind of like, she's a good sport. I feel like the more that she's growing out, because she's big, it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, you do have your challenges, but I mean, we're here. It's not impossible. If anything, I feel like Adelaide now makes my day. So if I have a bad day in school, I'm stressed out over homework, class, I just come home, and like, she has the weirdest, funniest personality ever. She's like always making us laugh. Like, she always has something new every day. Like, she screams. Her screams are like, she's always screaming. We'll insert like a clips right here of her screaming. She's always just being like silly. Like, she never fails to make us laugh. Like, is there anything else she does? She screams.
She's starting to like say hi, to wave.
Yeah.
Like, she'll call me on FaceTime and then she'll
like,
start waving. Yeah, she'll start waving and then she starts laughing.
Like, she definitely makes our day. Like, she's so hilarious. She's so funny.
There's nothing better than going to your family. You know, home to your family, because your daughter's always going to be there. She's always going to get excited when you get home, whether it is me or whether it is her. The baby's always going to get excited regardless with who it is. Even when my dad gets home, she gets excited. Yeah,
like, she really just not only completed our lives, but completed her grandpa's, her grandma's, like my side of the family, his side of the family. Like, so yeah, we're so grateful for Adelaide. Ever since we found out we were both pregnant, we've always been grateful ever since. No regrets whatsoever. You know, the first thing we knew is that this was a gift sent from God. You know, we knew that God would never put us something that we couldn't handle, and we knew that this was right for us. You know, it was meant to be for us. It was, you know, something for us. God brought us this, you know, beautiful daughter for us to take care of, and he put Adelaide, you know, for us to take good care of her. So we're very grateful for that, and you know, we're having fun with her, definitely.
And then sometimes we'll go to the store, and then like a lot of people like want to grab her and stuff, because she'll be loud.
She's so silly.
She'll be loud in person. Like, she's in the stroller and then she stands up and then she tries to grab everything and then she starts screaming. It's just, we try to tell her to like stay quiet, and then she'll does it more and more, and then people just start laughing and want to grab her.
It's kind of like so funny that it's embarrassing, to be honest. She screams like I said, like I'll have some clips inserted here of her screaming. But like, it's like one of those things where I feel like when I record her sometimes, she won't do it. It's like, yeah, but you know, it's a blessing for sure. And I feel like we're very grateful, because we know not a lot of people, you know, could have this experience that we have, and for that I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have someone, you know, not other than my husband. I'm glad I have another special person to love and adore as much as I do to him. And I'm grateful that I have someone to be there for me when I'm feeling down, and you know, and she kind of just like cheers us up, you know, like when me and him have like our arguments or fights, and then we hear Adelaide just do her little scream in the background, we know like that she kind of like keeps us like, you know, she kind of balances us out. And you know, whenever we have an argument or we have a reason to like, you know, we have like little whatever disagreement we have, and at the end of the day we see that we have a little one, that's what kind of keeps us motivated for sure. But other than that, we wanted to make this a short video for you guys. This is kind of like our little kind of struggles for us, but don't get me wrong, there's other struggles, but this is kind of like the most major ones, you know. So yeah,
thank you guys for watching our video.
we hope you guys
liked it.
Yeah. And one more thing, make sure before you guys leave, you guys go ahead and check out my friend. She is starting her new music career, and she dropped out well, she dropped out one song, but I believe she has 2 songs out now. I'll leave them down in the description box below for you guys to check it out. It's pretty good music, I like it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and
we'll see you guys in our next video, guys. Peace, guys.